All right, I'm muting out until it's my time.
You're getting ready to start, Zach?
Yeah, it's recording.
Why are the attendees on hold? Good afternoon, everybody. Kevin Marino here from Asirvia. And folks, today we have a jam-packed webinar here. I want to welcome everybody. We're going to do this on a regular basis to really kind of give everybody the kind of what's going on with the company, and we're doing this at different times during the week and at different times of the day because of the fact that we have people that are tuning in on a global scale now. We want to try to give everybody a fair shot at being able to tune in live to some of these live broadcasts. So welcome. It is in the afternoon here in America, and I know we have people all different times of the day and night. Those of you that have been messaging us and say that you're having a party at your house at midnight to 1 in the morning to be able to watch this in different parts of Asia, and some of you in the UK are all excited because you get to watch it at the regular time of day as opposed to 2 o'clock in the morning today. So again, welcome. Here's so who's going to be with us today? Well, you're going to be here with the founders, and we have a few special guests. So I'm not going to tell you who they are. You're going to get to meet them along the way as we go through this today. Now, here's some of the topics that we're going to cover, and I wanted to do this up front so you would know some of the different things that we're going to be talking about today, about how far Asirvia has come in such a short period of time, our relationship with the tech partners, talking about the growth and what we've seen literally over the last 3 weeks, back office and customer support, marketing tools, testimony and leadership, advice. We're going to talk about the cruise, the summer bonus, the updates, and we'll finish it off with, obviously the best is yet to come because there's just such an amazing amount of things that we're here to cover today. And we have, you're going to hear about some of the vision of what's to come. So with that, what I'd like to do is bring on my business partner and co-founder, Mr. Don LaPlume, to go through some of the information that Don will be talking about today. So hop on in here, Mr. LaPlume.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine, sir.
Awesome, awesome. So first, we want to talk about the Asirvia pre-launch. We've been in pre-launch, and unlike a lot of different companies, when they're in pre-launch, we've done some very special things. And I've gotten a lot of comments from people when they hear about this. It's like, well, wait a minute, you're in pre-launch, but most companies, when they're in pre-launch, they don't pay out. You're usually building, and then you start to earn money when the company launches. Well, that's true. In our case, we've been paying out since day one of our pre-launch. So that, to us, is exciting because you're earning now. You should be able to get paid now. And one of the other big things that we've done that most companies don't do until they've been around for a while is have a full-time customer support staff, and we instituted that from day one as well. So just really important little things that I think I don't even think that those are little. They're important things. So those are things that we wanted to do right off the bat, and we've done it. Now, at the same time, we also know that in pre-launch, there's a lot of things that you have to overcome. There's a lot of things you have to learn, whether they're system things or tools or whatever it is. And those are some of the things that we've really been working hard to ensure get taken care of. So anytime you're going through a pre-launch, there will be some bumps and bruises. We know that. And I'm going to talk about the end of pre-launch, by the way, and when we actually launch in just a moment. But because you can see a September launch date announced. That's going to happen momentarily. But it's important to understand where we are, because we are a new company and we are putting together a lot of technology and a lot of different things and systems that tie in. You look at it from the outside and you say, well, it's only this and this and this. But when you see how things must tie in from the back end, it's actually pretty complicated. So it's definitely beyond my technical ability, but that's why we've hired some incredible partners to work with. So, and you'll hear about them a little bit later as well. So that said, let's talk about our launch date. Everybody's been asking, you guys have been in pre-launch. When are you launching? Well, when we first started off, our plan was to launch at the end of June. And we made some changes to our plan because, one, we wanted to make sure that with the cruise and everything else that was involved, along with the technology that we're offering and our product offering, a lot of stuff changed. And because of that, we said, okay, we're gonna have a September launch. That way everything is running smooth at that point. Not perfect, but smooth. So what's the date? September 30th. It's Saturday, and that is going to culminate with a huge, huge event that is going to be in Florida. All right, we'll get you the details on that. But September 30th, you can plan to be in Florida, and we hope that you're going to be joining us and be with us there. Okay, so just know that September 30th is the launch day. As far as where we are going with Asirvia Go and the product pre-launch, right now we started offering the Asirvia Goes really on the 17th of May. And so we set up, this is really a pre-launch just for this product. And so that product, as we work through the technology and the shipping and get through the integration, now we're going to have a launch just for Go, all right, separate from our corporate launch, but a launch just for Go, which is going to happen. I'm looking over at my calendar over there for the exact date, but it is the week. It's a launch week, which is the first full week of July. And we set it that way because, one, yes, it ties in with Independence Day. We look at our country's independence, meaning the United States, and I know this is a worldwide conference call, worldwide webinar, but when we think of Independence Day here in the United States, we think of July 4th. And so obviously we don't want to have events on July 4th, but because everybody is celebrating the holidays. But listen, when you are thinking about fireworks, when you're seeing those fireworks, think about Asirvia Go. All right, every time you see fireworks exploding, just understand that our business is exploding. Your business is exploding. So you're going to see lots of stuff, and there's going to be lots of answers for things in this webinar that you'll get. But I want to make sure that you relate those two, because to me, I see it as a huge, beautiful explosion in great ways. So that whole week will be our launch, our Go Live launch week, and it will culminate with events, Go Live events on July 8th, which is Saturday. And those are going to be in different parts of the country. Those will be determined within the next week. And it's going to be based off of where we've got the most growth, so we can have the most people there that we can support. Okay? So just want you to know that. As far as upcoming events, that starts it because I said we're going to have many on July 8th. There's a whole bunch of other cities. I know Laura Harte. She's working hard. She's going to be in China, the Philippines, and Hawaii. What a way to work, right? I don't know how many of you saw her video the other day where she was on the beach working hard with a Go in front of her. But she's going to be working hard in Hawaii, the Philippines, and China. You got to love this business, right? She's got a top leader from the industry that will be joining her in that tour, which is pretty cool. Scott, our other co-master rep, Scott Whitney, he's doing a Canadian and Northeastern tour of the country, and that's also next week and beyond. So there's going to be a lot of events that are going to happen in the month of June. And then I know Mr. Smith, who you can see on the screen on the left there, he's smiling. There he is. I know he's going to be on tour as well. He's planning to go up to Canada and some other places. So just really cool stuff. Know we're going to be out there for you. So we can go to the next slide, please, because I want to finish that one off, because this is where we get into our tech partners. We've got multiple tech partners, and I say multiple. We're going to start to introduce those tech partners to you over our webinars. So the very first one we'll talk about is Royaltie for just a minute. We're going to introduce you to Justin Belobaba, and but we've got whether it's Royaltie, whether it is NVEX, whether it is Accenture. We've got a whole bunch of different tech partners that are doing different things with us, and they're all providing different aspects of this tool. We look at Mobile Mind Agency. They've done a great job with some technology for us. So you're going to hear a lot about that stuff today. But the first person we wanted to introduce you to is with Royaltie, because they're the ones that actually initially program the units, the Go units. And I want to talk about those Go units for just a minute, because we have 2 Go units that you're going to have shortly. Right now, you're familiar with and my golly, it's upstairs on my keyring right now. I should have had it with me. But our Go unit is, it's weatherproof. I'll tell you, somehow I dropped it in my dog's water dish, and it was fine. You know, no problem with it. Still works great. So we've got this really good, solid, weatherproof, durable unit that you've all seen out there. And some of you have asked, well, hey, can we turn it on or off? And the answer to that is on that one, no. Hey, thank you, Kevin, for sharing that. In between breaks, when somebody else is speaking, I'm going to go get mine because I just need it with me. But the other one, there's another one out there that actually does turn on and off. Now, it is not weatherproof. It doesn't have the same durability as the first, but it does turn on and off, and it's smaller. So some people might prefer those. So we placed a very large order for both of those items for that. We've already placed the order, so that's going to be coming in. So we're going to be turning on the ability to order either unit. You're going to be able to pick which ones you want. All right, that's going to happen a little bit down the road, probably in July, when we actually do our Go Live launch. So no big deal. You'll be able to have both kinds, and you'll be able to sell both kinds, which is really, really important. To go to shipping, so everybody's been asking, hey, when are my units coming? When am I going to be able to use these and test these and see how they work for me? Everything from the initial batch has already been processed. Okay, many of you have received the ability to program your units in your back office. That is there now for everybody, but only if the units have, if all of the information has come over to our system where you can program it. So if that's happened, you know that your message is there. And please program them right away, by the way, because if you can program them right away, here's what happens. When they're in transit to you, they're potentially going to be providing leads for you. All right, so really cool stuff. The next wave, so after that very first bulk of orders, all those next ones start shipping on Monday and beyond. All right, and by the end of next week, and I think Justin is going to talk about that in a minute, at the end of next week, everything should be caught up as far as what we have for shipping. And I'll tell you the holdup, just so everybody knows, full disclosure, there's a lot of technology that had to go in behind the scenes between our systems, between their systems, our systems, the CRM, everything to make sure that this thing works properly so you can program them properly and smoothly, and so that everybody's is accounted for in the right way. So there was a lot to do, and the integration did not go as fast as we wanted it to. So I apologize for that, but I'll tell you, I'm excited because it's done. It's moving forward, and things have been shipping. And many of you actually have already received your shipping tracking numbers. So just know they're on their way if you don't have them already, okay? So good stuff there. I do want to mention, by the way, we are going to have very shortly coming out when you go to order, or when your customers, your independent representatives, or your affiliates, when they go to order, yep, we're there, we can hear you. So when those things are there, you're going to have the ability to order additional units, so meaning higher than 8 if you choose. You'll also have the ability to place bulk orders. Now, bulk orders, you're just going to come right through corporate. For those, you'll reach out to us for bulk orders. That's really 100+ units. And we also have a white label program for other network marketing companies as well. So because we do have the exclusive to market to network marketing companies. so they're going to have to go through us. The cool thing is they really go through you, because you're the ones who bring in those relationships, and it fits into the compensation plan as a slightly different amount, only because the pricing is different when you talk about tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of units. So of course the pricing would be different when people are ordering that many. So that does affect how the compensation works, but it still fits into the full compensation plan. And if you have some of those, we'll explain it all to you right up front. Okay? So just want to let you know it's all there, and we've got some really exciting stuff that we're going to share with you. But now I get the chance to introduce the CEO of Royaltie, Justin Belobaba, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right. But Justin, are you out there, sir?
Don, can you hear? This is Kevin. He's having a little issue with his sound. We're trying to get him up and running.
All right.
Now. Hey, it's Justin. Can you hear me?
Hey, we can hear you.
All right.
Okay, so, well, Justin, you know, I was just talking about a little bit about our relationship, and I already talked about shipping and the two different types of units. But why don't you share a little bit about our relationship and what you wanted to cover for everybody out there?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, guys. Great to be here, everybody. So I didn't hear any of that introduction, so I'm sorry if this is maybe I cover some ground that was already covered. Hopefully, I won't contradict anything.
I doubt it.
No, it's incredibly exciting for the team here at Royaltie head office to be working with Asirvia as our key strategic partner, and things I think have gone very well so far. We spent a good few weeks integrating our back end system with theirs. And completed the testing, and just this past week we were finally able to start configuring devices, packing, and shipping. So I know that there were a few thousand initial orders, I guess pre-orders, so I'm happy to report that those are all packed and shipped, and so you should, those of you that ordered from North America, I would expect that you will receive tracking numbers emailed to you early next week, so Monday, Tuesday, and they should arrive to you next week or early the following. But most of you should get your devices in the coming week. So that'll be really, really exciting, I think, for all of you and for us to kick off this partnership.
Indeed, indeed, and I've heard that people are getting their tracking codes already, so it's awesome stuff.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, that is awesome, and we're shipping through United States Postal Service, by the way. So it generally is 2 to 4 business days anywhere in North America.
Okay, perfect. So,
and by the way, everybody, we do ship these devices activated, so you can when you get your email notifying you that the devices have shipped, you will actually be able to set your notification. And we love to hear stories about people who, when they tell us that they've had 50 or 100 or 500 hits on their link even before their devices arrive to them. That's always really exciting. So look for those emails and log in, adjust your notifications, and the devices will start working for you while they're en route.
I love it. I love it. That's good stuff. So definitely, program them and we can go. So, well, thank you so much for being here with us, Justin. And it's a pleasure working with you. And I'm looking forward to a very long and wonderful business relationship as we continue to move forward with not just this, but future technologies that we both have in play. So it's going to be exciting.
It sure is. Thanks, everybody. Looking forward to working with you all.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin. You take care. All right, everyone. So now, like I said, we're going to have other tech partners coming on, like NVAX and some others that you're going to hear about. So you really know who we're working with and how we work with them. So tons and tons of people we want to introduce you to, but we'll do that as we go. So right now, I would like to introduce to you Mr. Don Smith, the COO of the company, Chief Operating Officer, and he's taken on the role of he's had the role of Chief Operating Officer, but he's really focused on making sure support rocks, and he's just doing so much behind the scenes. So folks, Mr. Don Smith, take it away, bud. I'll mute myself out.
All right, buddy, appreciate that. Wow, so exciting to hear from Justin that those units have hit the ground, or they're on their way to people. So that's good stuff. I know everybody's excited about that. So I get to talk about some cool stuff today. I get to talk about some team growth and some online stats, just to show you guys what we've done or what you've done, I should say, in a really short period of time. Because understand, guys, that we were taking pre-orders on a temporary site about a month ago, okay? And we didn't really launch the site or enable people to order their Go units till about 3 weeks ago, okay? So in just 3 weeks' time, we've done incredible things. I mean, we went from really just getting started to approaching about 6,500 new reps and customers, okay? Think about that. In the first week, it was probably just a few hundred, and that's exploded into about 6,500 new reps and customers. That is just incredible in a 3 week period. I mean, that's over 300 new customers a day. It's just incredible growth that we've seen. So, and with that, people are so excited about the Goes because they've been ordering different packages, and we're approaching 10,000 units, guys. We're going to hit 10,000 units very shortly, and we've been telling Justin, hey, we need to up the orders because we're gonna sell a ton of these things. So he's excited, we're excited, and I know you guys are excited. So it's just incredible the amount of units we've been able to sell in such a short period of time. And I want to say, not we, but you guys. It's all the hard work of you guys out in the field. So along with that, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the ratio between representatives or affiliates and customers, okay? Because we allow both, right? We want people that are focused on their own business to just come in, be a customer, use our programs to help benefit their business, right? That's really what we're all about. We want to grow business all over this world in every different way that we're able to with these devices and with our systems, our lead success system. And what's really important when we talk about the network marketing industry is that we're not just producing representatives and paying people on getting representatives, which is what a lot of companies do. And by the way, it's a big no-no in this industry. So we're already at about 50%, about 50-50. So we had about 50% reps that are actually out there building a little bit, or some building a lot, and just customers, just people coming in and using our products and services, which is awesome, which is a great number, and that's going to continue to grow as we really, I mean, you got to understand, guys, we haven't even started yet, okay? We've got people that have just dabbed their toe in to kind of see what was going on here and really waiting to see those units hit people's pockets. And we know that that's coming this week and into the following week. And after that, it is lights out, guys. So hang on tight because the growth is going to be absolutely amazing. Along with that, I want to talk a little bit about our Facebook growth. Okay, this is really important. You're going to hear from a gentleman in a little bit, Mr. Zach Heilman, who is our social media guru. He does so many things behind the scenes. It's absolutely incredible. I can make a comment on Facebook Messenger at 2 in the morning, and he answers it within about 8 seconds. It's I don't know how he does it because he's on the West Coast, but it's crazy. But anyway. We have grown so much, and it's so important for us to get our people who are interested in really knowing what's going on and not speculating out there to get plugged into our our communities, our Asirvia Success Club, and our corporate page. And it's really easy to do, right? You just search them out and you ask to get in, right? Or whoever enrolled you can invite you in. So we want to get everybody on our Asirvia corporate page and our Success Club, because that's where a lot of information is. And think about this, guys. Just a few short weeks ago, all right, we had probably a few hundred people in those groups. Our Asirvia corporate page is now over 2,100 people following it, okay? And 20% of that has been just in the past week. So the exponential growth is just starting. These numbers are going to skyrocket. And in our Success Club, we have over 3,400 members. So real important for you to get in there. I know there's a lot of people that still aren't in there, so please go ahead and do that, because it's really just a place where Zach puts up everything that's happening. This, all these webinars and information. Believe me, he's got it out there, and it'll be there like seconds after it's produced. So along with that, though, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the back office and customer support. All right, these are two things that we've been working tremendously hard on behind the scenes, and you're going to start to see the fruits of that labor again over the next couple of weeks and into the coming months. So as far as the back office goes, we've really been relying on our social media, on Zach a lot, on trying to get out information about the goes, about our systems, about what's happening with everything, as we rolled this out, and as we got a lot of things up and running that Dawn was talking about, and that's been great. But we understand that not everybody is going to be plugged into Facebook all the time, or get on conference calls and stuff. So right now we're working on today, as a matter of fact, on a platform that you'll be able to access right from your back office. So you go in, you buy your goes, or you go back into the back office for any reason, and there'll be menus there for you to click on tutorials, right, to find out, how do I get my pay card? How do I enroll? How do I do basically anything in there? How do I request funds, right? How do I move somebody in my back office? How do I use the holding tank? Or the waiting room, okay? So all of these things are going to be little short tutorials to help people learn how to do this stuff, okay? And understand that that'll be a huge help to customer support, because customer support gets a ton of calls and emails repeatedly from people on things that really aren't customer support issues, okay? So we're really trying to minimize that by getting out more information. Right now, there is a lot of videos, our FAQs, a lot of different videos and information is already on our Facebook page. So make sure you go to our Success Club and get in there, because a lot of the stuff you're looking for that can answer the questions that you have is on that Facebook group, okay? And again, shortly this week, it'll be in the back office, and we're going to continue to build and add to that and build out the training center over the next several weeks and months to really make it something that is helpful for everybody. So that's our goal, and that's what we're working on right now. As far as customer support, and I'm just going to finish this up in a minute here, customer support has been working tremendously hard. We've added some new people over the last week or two, and we're doing a really good job of getting caught up, okay? And the people there have been working hard, and we've been getting great reports every single day about all the things that they're doing. With that, though, we are getting some questions, some concerns and things, and what we find out is a lot of times it's not customer support, it's maybe somebody's not dialing the right phone number, or they're calling in the middle of the night on the other side of the world and not getting answers, and they keep calling at that same time and wondering why they're not getting a live person. So we want to clear a couple of things up that can help you guys use support wisely, okay? And the first thing I want to say is, whenever you have an issue, make sure that you go into your back office and click on your accounts and go to support ticket. okay? And there's actually a tutorial on how to do that Mr. Scott Whitney did. It's really simple though, because what the ticket does is it allows us to track it, make sure that it got done, and then actually remove it as an activity that was done. A lot of times, even with the emails, we've found that people are sending in multiple emails about the same issue. So, and they're so spread out that it could be days or a week later, and we're working on something that we already worked on a week ago. So, so we want to try to minimize those things for the customer support team. So support tickets are the best. And if you're going to call customer support right now, the only time to get a live person is between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S., all right? So, oh, it's Eastern Time, right? But that's when you want to get a live person. Other than that, you should be able to leave a voicemail. So if you're not getting a voicemail message when you call, then you're on the wrong line. So we're having some people who are calling the corporate line and have had trouble going into the support line on the corporate line, and that's been an issue for some people. So, but on the website at the bottom of the page, right next to the support email, is the support phone number. So we want to make sure that you're calling the right number. This will help you get through and really get your issues resolved as quickly as possible. Because I can tell you that we're answering about 80% of the phone calls every day, 80, 90%, and there's only a handful of calls every day that we're having to call people back. So we've really gotten to a point where we're getting caught up. We're handling stuff much quicker. We had a big backlog at first, but they've really done a great job. So, so make sure that you and your team are plugged into the Facebook pages. Make sure you're teaching people where to find information, where to look for these video tutorials, all of the things that people can help themselves with, so they're not spending a lot of time calling customer support when the answer is right in front of them somewhere else, okay? So that's what we're working on, guys, is to make sure the back office and customer support is helping you get the answers you want right away. And we're excited to say that that is happening, and we're doing a great job of getting everything caught up. With that, though, please don't hesitate to call and leave a message for me. I know I've talked with a lot of people and been able to help them. So happy to do that as a last resort. Please reach out to your team leaders first. They know a lot of these answers, and they can point you in the direction of the information, especially as we build it out in the back office. So that's really what I wanted to share today, guys, and appreciate each and every one of you, and really excited about what's going to happen over the next week or so as these units hit the ground. And here to talk more about that and some of our marketing tools and ideas is none other than our Presidente, Mr. Don LaPlume. Take it away, Don.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much. That was excellent, Don. And yeah, I want to congratulate Mr. Smith and the entire support team. They really are working hard to get everything fully caught up and really take care of everybody out there. It takes time, and especially with the onslaught that they got, just trying to make sure that they haven't missed anything. So be patient with them, but they're working on it, and they're working hard. We've added more people, and I do think, you know, down the road we've talked about having that go even overnight at some point, and having additional people, but that's a future thing when we get to the point where we can do that. Right now, we're ecstatic to have them there and doing all that they're doing. So thanks, Don.
No problem. Thanks, buddy.
So let's get to marketing tools. So here's the thing. You know, I've talked about this in many different ways to many different people, but with our Go system, the Go units, those first of all, they're not an end-all be-all. It is not the last and only way you're going to market your business or help somebody else to market their business. It is a great tool. It's great for brand new people in the network marketing profession to get started with. They still need to learn all the skills, the belly-to-belly recruiting, and all that kind of stuff that we do as business builders, right? But this is a great tool to help them get started, get some early success, and get a base to build off of and earn from while they're learning the really deep skills that are needed to become incredibly successful in this profession. So it's a great tool, is what it is. But it doesn't work alone, because here's the thing: you can't just have the unit and have it have people coming to you as leads and just go to any website. It has to go to a secured site, first of all, and it has to go to a place that's actually going to not just capture their information, but help to convert those people. So that's really key. And some of you already have your own capture systems. Some of you are really technical and you've been able to build your own. In the past, I built my own. And but that's not something that everybody's able to do or has the knowledge of. And so it's really, really, really important that we had a great system for you. That's what we've created with what's called our lead to success system. You don't need it to have the Go units. All right, you can get the Go units, you can market the Go units, you can build the business without it. However, that lead to success system is designed to convert people. It's designed to give you a secure place for those people to go to when those leads come in. It's got a CRM built in. There's multiple levels to it. But the biggest thing is it helps to convert. It drips. It adds a drip campaign to them. It tracks them, and it actually scores them. So as people go to your site because of the Go units putting that message on their phone, that drives them to your secured site. Now they're going through, they're getting the messaging, and it all works together to help you convert those people to be, whether they're customers for a business, customers for a different network marketing company, customers for Asirvia, whatever it is. It allows you to build, and it's that missing link that a lot of people don't understand, but is important. So if you don't have one of your own, we made one available for you that's absolutely phenomenal. But here's the thing: that tool is, even if you don't need it for yourself, and most people will, but even if you don't, it's going to help you to sell the Go system to a whole bunch of other types of businesses. Because what we're adding in there, and I've got a challenge for you in just a minute, but what we're adding in there is vertical pages. And here's what I mean by vertical pages. We're adding in pages into that system, the generic pages for nutritional companies, for skincare companies, for other technology companies. We're adding in pages, these are capture pages now, for realtors, for mortgage professionals, for life insurance agents. You think about it. You think about the types of businesses that can use the Go system, and it's almost unlimited, which is so awesome. But that being the case, it's really, really important that we have a tool for them to use. Because again, just getting a lead to go somewhere, if you can't convert that lead, it's for naught. It was a waste of money, right? It's just like going to buy a lead list somewhere and never calling the people, because that's what it would be like. And so that's why we created we didn't create it, we had the lead to success system created for us and for all of you who wanted to use one. But that'll help you with your realtors. And here's a really cool little thing. I say realtors because I've been in the mortgage and real estate world for a lot of years. I've been in financial services, and there's a lot of things I've had the opportunity to do in my life. But I think it's just got such a great, this tool has got such a great place there. I think it's important that we have support for them. So that tool, when they have people coming in, leads for listings or for sales, there'll be lead capture pages that convert those and help drive business for those realtors, helps drive business for all of those different verticals that you can see. So here's my challenge to you. It's actually a twofold challenge. And anybody who knows me knows I love to put out challenges, all right? I want to see who steps up, who takes the reins and makes things happen. So the very first challenge is this. I'm looking for your best 40-character message, all right? And whatever you're going to want to put there. And here's why I want it, okay? Yeah, are we going to share it? Yes. So just understand that, okay? But here's what we want to do. We want to create specific lead capture pages that are targeted and fully congruent with that message. So the best messages we're going to pick and we're going to create lead pages that'll be in that system. And so anybody who has that system, every time we add a page, everybody gets that page. Okay, so you'll keep getting all these pages added and added and added. But it's really important that we have the best 40-character messages out there, because we're going to create pages that tie in perfectly with that. So when somebody sees it on their phone, right, they see it on that beautiful phone of theirs, and now they've got the message, and they say, okay, great, they click on it, it goes here, whatever message was there pops up, and that's what the whole page talks about. So it really helps to convert. It's all about conversion, folks. So that's why that's there. There are different levels to that system, by the way, yeah, basic to pro. You choose what you need. Please don't get anything more than what you need. This is not about you buying something extra. This is about providing tools to make your business grow. That's what this is. The CRM ranking system in there, the autoresponders, all good stuff. And I talked about the verticals. I also talked about why it matters. And then the last thing was how to use it to sell more ghosts. Well, you're going to be able to use those vertical pages. You'll be able to show realtors, life insurance agents, all of those people, those different vertical pages. So that's why it's there. And our system will, the Go units will work with any system. So you don't have to get that system. I just want you to know that why we created it, why we believe it's important, and understand that we actually have a whole bunch of other tools that are coming. They'll always, we're going to keep taking this to the next level, the next level, the next level. So you're going to see a lot of other things come out in the future, but we want to make sure you can use these things now. So, so that's my part there. So what I want to do now is I want to toss this back. I actually toss this over to our CBO, our Chief Business Officer, Mr. Kevin Marino. Kevin, are you out there, sir? He's coming on. I can see him. There he is. Can't hear you yet, Kevin. I think you're still muted, buddy.
Hello, everybody.
All right, he's there.
All right. Yes, everybody knows I am a bit on the challenge side when it comes to mute buttons. So I'll work on that. So basically, what I'd like to do right now is bring on a couple people, because it's important. Many of you out there are very familiar with Scott Whitney, Laura Harte, our two master reps who are literally crisscrossing the country, doing an absolutely amazing job. And what are they doing while they're out there? Well, they're teaching people how to do the business. They're going through best practices. They're training folks on literally some of the what to say and what not to say. And that's a big thing, because so many times there are companies out there who don't have really tight, call it, compliance. But we really want to make sure that everything that we do with Asirvia, we're trying to stay out of the gray area. You'll notice that we have a lot of different things in place to really stop Asirvia from being anywhere in the gray area with, the talk, just even what Don talked about earlier, and the fact that we're basically at about a 50-50 as far as customer and reps. That's amazing, especially for a company right out of the gate. So we know that literally 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road, that we'll probably be about 90% customers because of how incredible these units are for local businesses. So, with that being said, what I want to do is I want to bring on each of our master reps. I know we have Mr. Scott Whitney with us, and I know Laura is attempting to get in, but she's having some difficulty. So what I'm going to do is, first we're going to bring on Mr. Scott Whitney. Are you with us, sir?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Ah, there you go. You do the mute button the same way I do. Welcome.
Yep. You have to find it first, right?
Well, welcome to the call. Scott, if you would, you've been out there crisscrossing the country. You've been up in Canada. You've been doing a lot in the Northeast. You've been down in Texas. You've been all over the place. what are some of the things that you're finding? What are some of the things that you're teaching and sharing with the people on best practices and how to build this and how to maximize the compensation plan, which I know you're very fond of?
I may or may not enjoy the comp plan a little bit, yeah. So, I mean, just to kind of touch base with all of y'all, I mean, I've been out there running around, yes. I'm going to be doing a whole heck of a lot more running around here coming up. Now that we have devices being programmed, shipped, everything that's happening right now, I'm fired up beyond belief. You know, I just want to say that I do know and I understand. Believe me when I tell you that your struggles are my struggles, and what we've been going through is not something that I ignore, and it's not something that I'm not feeling the pain of either. But what I can tell you is this: when you join something in pre-launch and you're looking at what's being launched, and you're 3 feet from gold when you start, but you're 3 millimeters now, we're in a great position. And everybody that I'm talking to has the same sentiment about that. You know, when I say the frustrations are out there, they are, but they are now dissipating because of forward-moving progress. What I see in the markets that I've been in right now is nothing short of amazing. I see excitement. I see energy. I can feel it. It's like the whole energy is vibrating around me. So I know where we are. I know where we're going, and I know exactly what we have in our hands right now. And the only thing I can tell all of you is that if you back out of what this little device is going to do for you and your business, no matter what you have, then I really feel sorry for that activity. But what I'm going to say is this: those of you that are locking arms with us and running, you're going to have an incredible opportunity, not just for now, but for a very, very, very long time. Some of the best practices we're doing is we're just showing people how it pops up on the notification screen. We're asking people if they have an Android phone. Pull it out. Here, check your notifications. What do you have? Oh, hey, look at that. Connect with your friend Scott Whitney on Facebook. Or it's go to Asirvia.com and then my site. I won't tell the whole site because you're all in already. So there we go. You know, and that's it. And when people see that, they're like, wow, how is that possible? When I show them the device, they're like, seriously, from that simple device? And the basic question I ask everyone is this: do you want more customers in your business? I don't care if it's brick and mortar, MLM, network marketing, direct sales. It makes no difference to me. Do you want more customers? And every single person says yes. How do I do that? Take this device. Listen, when this thing goes full retail for one device, you're talking $49 a month. Are you kidding me? Sit that into every single brick and mortar business, of which there are 150 million of them. So you think you're running out of contacts now? Think again. 150 million businesses out there that can use this device sitting on the counter, broadcasting a signal that can now bring more business to them, more customers to them. Go help the mom and pops. You feel bad for them? I do. Go get them a device. Make sure that they have the resources to advertise in a positive way without breaking the bank, without spending thousands of dollars a month throwing mud up against the wall, hoping something sticks. You know, and then the other thing that I have on people that are looking for team aspect of things, you can't find a better team that's more excited. You can't find a better opportunity. This compensation plan is built, is designed to be the teamwork, team effort compensation plan. It rewards you. That's right, rewards you for placing people in depth and helping other people grow. And when people see that and they catch that vision of what we have, it's lights out, I'm telling you. You know, all the stuff that we've seen, all the stuff that we've been part of up until this point pales in comparison to what's coming up ahead of us. I promise you one thing: the people that plug in now in a big, big way are going to be unbelievably happy in the next 90 days. They'll have a smile on their face you won't be able to wipe off. I posted on my personal business page the other day, or last night actually, I'm going on a hard 90-day run. I'm looking for people to run with me. This company, we will create in the next 12 months several 7-figure, 6 and multiple 6-figure, and tens of thousands of thousandaires in this company. And if you don't believe me, you can sit back and watch. That's fine. Let the splinter right up your backside. I don't care. I know where we're going. I know what we're doing, and I know what we have. And I want all of you to take this ride with us. So with that, Kevin, you want me to share anything else? I'm fired up, brother.
I can tell you're on, and you know, the reason that, you know, we want you on these calls and all over the place, because you do have that passion and you share it so well. You know, you and I get along. I think we've gotten along really well from the day we met, just because we both are just such straight shooters, you know, and we both look at people and tell them, hey, listen, yeah, we've had some issues, but don't worry about it. We'll overcome those, because there's nothing that we're dealing with that a little bit of programming and a little bit of extra effort can't overcome. So as long as we know that we're in the proper spot, we're teaching people the proper things, we're telling them what's going on, and helping them to do the best business practices, I think that's the most important thing. And I want to thank you for really getting out there and sharing, your vision with the folks out there, because it's really important, not just to us, but it's important to them that you're out meeting with them everywhere, and you definitely are.
Yeah, my pleasure. Listen, I want to thank you very much for allowing this opportunity to fall where it is, and I'm fired up. We got a lot of folks asking questions while you guys have been talking. I've been trying to answer them, and we got a lot of folks that are fired up. They're excited. I mean, they're just waiting for their device, as we all are, but they're excited, and then I'm looking forward to bouncing around and meeting the teams, meeting the families, and sharing the love.
Well, sounds good. Well, with that, Scott, I appreciate you joining us. With that, I'm going to attempt here to bring in Miss Laura Harte, who is I'm not sure if we can hear her. Laura, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Ah, there you are. We can hear you loud and clear. So glad you could join. Now, Laura actually is not, you're not going to see her on video, because as she is many, many times, she's on the road. And I was letting folks know that you have a huge trip coming up. You're actually going to be shooting over to China. On the way back, you're going to be hitting the Philippines. You're going to be hitting Hawaii.
Right. In California.
And California. So I'm not sure exactly what parts, but what we're going to do is I let everybody know that we're going to put out those dates as soon as you have exact dates, times, and places. We will get that information out to make sure that everybody has it. But as you heard some of what Scott was talking about, and the two of you, I mean, are literally crisscrossing the country everywhere. And I think for the first time in a really long time, you were actually together in Dallas. We were all at the same meeting down in the Dallas area, and that was kind of cool. And then now you're all over the place again. So why don't you share with the folks, what you've been running into, some of the best practices you've been teaching and going through, and some of your advice that you could give to folks.
Yeah, absolutely. So excited to be here, guys. I know everybody is just biting at the bit to get your units, and it's starting to happen right now. And so I'm really excited for that too. But the other thing is I'll go ahead and touch base on this really quick, is China trip. I will be there landing on Thursday of next week. We leave Wednesday. And that's Shanghai, China. We'll be there for a few days. 3 days, and then on the Monday we leave to go to Cebu City in the Philippines, and we might be go to Cebu and then leave from Manila instead. That way we can meet with some folks in Manila. I've heard from some people there that they have lots of family or friends and colleagues that are there and want us to speak to them. So from there, then we are going to Honolulu, Hawaii. And then from there, I'll be there a day, I think, in Honolulu, and then we will be going to San Diego, California. So we have a large team in San Diego and in Hawaii that are getting going. And so if you have anybody out there and you want us to meet up with them, let me know, and we can make those arrangements. And I'm crazy, crazy excited about it, because people all over the world are hearing about this, and they're just as excited as we are, because, guys, this is so simple. I've never done anything or even heard of anything that was as easy as this. Because the simple fact is if you want to grow your business, you have to go with the times. And everybody has their phone in their hand. Not everybody is worrying about business cards or, has time for other things and are looking at different ads and stuff like that. But I guarantee you, everybody looks at their notifications. They want to know if somebody commented on their picture on Facebook. They want to know if Instagram is going, or who's live now, or all these different things. So when you create your link and everything is set up to something that's personalized to you. This is where my strategy is because I want people to know who I am, and I want people to feel comfortable and know who they're working with. And I always tell everybody, it's like you're not joining a company, you're joining people, right? So when they are joining you and they want to work with you, it's because they like you. They, they're just like, hey, she seems kind of fun. I want to work with her because she's kind of crazy, a little bit of Skittles and Pop Rocks with a little ADHD thrown in there, and that's Laura. Well, on my Go unit, it has it to where it goes to my Facebook page that I created, just like Scott has, except for mine goes to a video. It says, hey, it's Laura. That's my message. And you click on that, it's a video of me saying, hi, my name's Laura Harte. And I bet you're wondering how I got on your phone, right? Well, it's this little device right here. It's a short little video, 30 seconds. Actually, it's a little more than 30 seconds, but it's under a minute. And I just explained this. I'm like, if you want to do the same thing, click on the link right underneath this video and go get started. It's amazing. Super easy. Battery lasts 2 years. Throw a couple of facts out there. And that's what people are looking for. So when you guys get your units, be creative. Because are you going to click on an ad that says, something generic? Or are you going to click on something that says, hey, it's Laura? Or, hey, it's Michael? Hey, it's Brittany? Hey, it's, I'm like, whatever you want it to say. Make sure it's something that's catchy. So when you look at your notifications, it's not just another ad. It's something more personalized. Anywhere you guys want to have a meeting and get something going, you want us to come and talk to your teams, you want a little reinforcement before you go full force on your own, let us know. We'll be there to support you. It doesn't matter where you are. We're here to help grow this thing. The whole point of Asirvia is because we're here to serve. Scott and I both are very, very big believers, and if you support and serve others first, you're always going to be ahead. And I always tell everybody, like, one of my favorite quotes is by Martin Luther King. It says, anybody can be great because anybody can serve. And that's what we do here with Asirvia. And I'm looking forward to meeting all of you guys. I'm so ridiculously excited about this because it's starting, guys. It's starting now. Yes, I have my unit. Yes, Scott has his unit. Other people are getting their units. Some people probably got them today. People are getting them Monday and Tuesday. And then you guys are going to see these videos everywhere. You're probably tired of seeing my videos, but at the same time, you're going to be able to make your own. And that's the other thing I would tell you. Make videos like crazy. Because I'm not going to sit there and read a long status, but I guarantee you I'll click on your video and watch that. And that's how you're going to attract other people. You can grow this thing in no time. Just get out there and get confident and just talk to people. Don't have to be polished. Don't have to write out a script. Just be like, hey, guys, look what I got. This is a cool little thing. It's a new toy. And let them message you. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you have a super fantastic day. And just keep smiling and keep going. And anybody you come in contact with, tell them about it. You never know who will join your company or who is looking for something. So don't be shy.
All right. Well, Laura, thank you very much. Really appreciate you taking a few minutes on your busy travels and your meetings with folks out there to to bring some information to the folks on the line. Thank you very much for doing that.
No problem.
All right. And many of you just saw a gentleman pop up on your screen, and I know some of you know who he is. He's the guy that I think he has a chip embedded, because there is no way that anybody, it's not really humanly possible to be able to be on top of social media the way he is. And I'll tell you, it's a pleasure to work with you, Zach. You and Laura, your lovely wife, Susan, your lovely wife, sorry about that. Laura was the last person that was on, you and your lovely wife, Susan, who do just such an amazing job at staying on top of things with the social media. We thank you. Literally, I've heard so many great comments out there about the help that you've given so many people. So thank you very much. And you're here to talk a little bit about some of the testimonials. You have some testimonial videos that some people did some great ones already. And I know you want to talk a little bit about those and some of the ones that we're looking for as people start getting their units and stuff.
Yeah, thanks for the kind comments. Sue's chuckling over here on the side that, we've been married 7-8 months now. and apparently not married anymore. So got to get Chuck onto that. But yeah, we got a ton of testimonials from people. We have some we have not posted yet that we will be posting. We're kind of, you know, dripping them out over time. So what we're looking for now, specifically now that people will be or will be receiving their units in the mail, we're looking for unpacking videos, or what they call unboxing videos. So, you know, it could be a picture of the mailman coming up, handing you it, you open it up, smiling face, that type of stuff. Why you're excited about Asirvia, what you're looking forward to, and then once you've got them in your hands, or even if you don't have them in your hands and you're getting hits already, that's the type of stuff we're looking for. We're looking for those product testimonies, because think about what we've done here just in the past 3 or 4 weeks. We're approaching 10,000 units without one product testimony. I'm just going to let that sink in for a second. Think about once we start hitting those product testimonies and these start hitting the streets. The numbers that we've done so far are going to pale in comparison. I think, you know, over the next 30, 60, 90 days, 10x of what we've done already. So there's huge growth ahead of us. So what we're looking for is those testimonials. All you need to do is keep them short and sweet, you know, 30, 60 seconds, 2 minutes at the most. We may trim them up a little bit depending on what's being said. They need to be corporate approved for us to put them out on the corporate channel, but you may be featured on the corporate channel, which I know some of the people who've already been on there, because we've featured them and their name's getting out there, they're getting hit up for that. So the better the videos, the more creative the videos, the more social media friendly they are, the better it is for you. We will also be doing a mashup of all these different testimonials to put a longer one together and put that out on YouTube and probably on the corporate channel as well.
That should be fun.
Yeah, I like the mashup stuff. You know, that was actually Eric Green's idea, so shout out to them and the online launch team as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to more and more testimonials and these hitting the streets. So keep an eye on your back office. I know a bunch can be programmed already. I know there's some that aren't. There's some issues. It's just the way it is with the startup. And this is not the first startup I've been a part of. And the way that I look at it is, when you're involved in a startup, you're a pioneer. And what do pioneers get? They get the best land, meaning you're setting up shop early. And then what do settlers get? They just settle. They don't get the good land. But also, what the pioneers also get is they get shot by arrows. We got to go through some of this stuff. That's just the nature of success. It's not a smooth paved road with no bumps and bruises. You're going to go through that stuff. And the more you go through it and the more you stick around and stay consistent, the better you will become. Not only your business, but you yourself. By going through those things, you'll learn a whole bunch of stuff along the way. So we're here to help you with that. So yeah, pay attention on social media. Get those testimonials recorded. Send them out to us in landscape. So in other words, hold your phones like this, not like this. If you send them like this, we're not using them. Send them like this, we might use them. So send those to social media at asirvia.com, and we'll take a look at them and hopefully get you featured. And I know we're giving out a bunch of different free stuff, free months of a unit or the equivalent into your e-wallet if we do feature you as well. So it's a win-win for everybody.
It's good stuff. Zach, thanks for your time. Thanks for hopping on. And I mean, it's amazing during this period of time where you were on here. I'm wondering, you know, I guarantee you've been answering at the same time on social media. So I mean, the fact that you can be at two places at the same time is amazing.
Susan is often in my account answering stuff as well, so she makes me look good.
Well, I'll tell you, you guys are an amazing 1-2 punch, and thank you very much for both of you and all the stuff that you do. Have an awesome day.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Well, folks, you know, those are some of the folks that have been out there supporting you and obviously getting out there and doing a tremendous amount of training. You're going to meet some more trainers and some new trainers in the weeks to come on the 9 p.m. Eastern Time leadership call. So, you know, those have been great. This week we have starting on Sunday. We have Tina and Kelly kicking off. They're leading the way now with the training. They're doing a big kickoff. Monday night is the corporate call. Tuesday night, Laura Harte is doing it. Wednesday, we have Kevin Sousa hopping on. And Thursday is Chris Williams. Chris and Danny are out there doing a bang-up job. So you're gonna see and hear from them. As we go forward, we're going to work even more and more. We have some just amazing leaders that are part of our company. And one of the things that nobody's really talked about is we see a lot of the messages that are being programmed in. Here's the really cool thing. It's very, very few companies where people from many, many different companies around the country and around the globe come together and work together. We have people here right now. We've seen messages that are being programmed in for over 40 different companies, and it just keeps getting more and more and more companies every single day. So by the time all of you get to the point where you're programming all your companies in, my guess is we'll probably be already at a couple hundred different companies that are out there, and it's great to see, because everybody's working together within the Asirvia community. Because as we've been telling folks, our goal is not to take people from other companies. Our main goal is to help you, no matter what business you're part of, is to help you grow that business. And again, like as Scott said, whether it's a network marketing company or whether it's a traditional brick and mortar, we can help you build your business. And what I want to do is, those of you who are partaking in building an Asirvia business, we have definite advantages of the holding tank and how we do volume. So I wanted to just touch on this briefly. Anybody ordering to go units, I'm not going to get into the full-blown comp plan right now, but as you know, we collect first and last month commissions right up front. And we want, initially what was happening is we would pay the direct selling commission on that first month immediately, but the last month, the volume for that last month, we didn't know when it was going to get paid out. And in all seriousness, not only was, in my opinion, not only would it not be fair to you to pay you for a product that was being sold now, but it was an accounting nightmare. So for us to try and figure out where that volume had to be, where that money was going to be collected, it was something that just didn't work for us, and in my opinion was unfair. So we changed that process. Now I'll take the full blame and responsibility. I take the blame and the credit for changing that. So what I did is we figured out that we could take the volume from the last month and put it into the first month volume, because typically the way we had the compensation plan set up, typically volume started to accrue in month 2 on the renewal. So you got your direct selling commission up front, and then the volume began to accrue in month 2. So that meant that ranking up was put off to month 2, and getting that part of the compensation, which is the base pay and getting into the matching on the base pay, that was all put off to month 2 and 3 and beyond. So my goal was to utilize that volume immediately, put it immediately into month 1. Well, there was good and bad about that. The good news is everybody's very excited. You could start ranking up and getting into the daily pay and the daily matching and all that amazing stuff right out of the gate in month 1. Here was the bad part of that. We weren't programmed for it. So it wreaked a little bit of havoc on our system. I promised it to everybody before kind of walking through all of that with our programmers, and yes, they probably have my picture up on the wall and we're throwing some darts at it, because I kind of made their life a living hell here for about 2 weeks. They reprogrammed everything. They have it working, And what was done this past week, I'm going to say Thursday, is they took the holding tank offline. I'm going to tell you the advantages of the holding tank in a minute. And they stripped all the volume out and pushed all the volume back in. Now, sometimes people say, well, you know, this isn't right or that isn't right. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You need to let the volume move, and it typically, if you're moving somebody from your holding tank. Now, what's the advantage of the holding tank? Well, the holding tank allows you to sponsor and recruit as many people as you'd like, customers, affiliates. You just keep recruiting them, and then you can take them and you can separate them into teams as you see fit. So that's the object here is to be able to do that. So as you're making those moves, volume is moving from one leg and one team to another. So if it's up here on your first level, and you're going to take this and you're going to put that volume with the team that you already have moving, that volume is now going to move from where it was to that team, and the volume will go up. So the issues that you were having is when a couple people were moving folks and the volume would disappear. That's all been corrected. If you move somebody now and it doesn't show immediately, that's okay. Give it 24 hours and it should show in that particular place. If anything is not showing, at that point in time, I need specifics. Don't send me an email or shoot me a message on Facebook that said, oh, something over here didn't work. That doesn't work for me. See, what happens with the people that have been helping us do some beta testing, you guys have been awesome. What you've been sending us is, I tried to do this. My username is this. My name is this. I tried to move on this date at this time. I tried to move this person whose user number this underneath this person, username this. I'll tell you what, that works perfectly. When that information gets sent over to us, we can track it down. And what I've asked everybody to do is put username and their full name, because sometimes you mistype the username and we can't find the person. So make sure when you give the information to us, it's username and that. And I'll tell you what, it's been growing. We've had many people go through and see that their ranks have increased. They're very excited about that. Their daily pay is increasing, and so many folks are this far from the next rank. So I'm going to go through a little bit about that because I want to give you updates on the cruise and the bonus updates. Now think about this: the summer bonus, okay, will get you. It goes all the way through September 21st. All right, so whatever rank you reach during the summer bonus, that's the bonus you're going to get. So if you reach the rank of associate, we already have 39 people that have reached the rank of associate, you're going to get a $100 bonus. If you reach the rank of senior associate, where I have 8 folks there, you will receive a $400 bonus. Leader, $1,000 bonus. Senior leader, $2,000. Manager, $3,000 bonus. I believe the next one after that is a $5,000. Then you get up to a 10, I think a 15, and a 20. You can max it out by reaching 200,000 in qualified volume, and that's a $20,000 bonus. Those bonuses will be paid right after the rank up or the bonus update period ends, which obviously goes through September 21st. So, and that kind of coincidentally, that period of time when that ends leads us into the cruise. It leads us into the launch. So all of this is being choreographed so we can go from one stage to the next. So when you think about, getting up in the bonus levels and how much, that you've been able to earn, we literally already have 15 people that have qualified. So you've seen from senior associate, so anyone from senior associate down, all right, we already have 15 people that are cruise qualified, and we have 39 that are at associate. So the 39 associate have at least $1,000, or it could be more, in qualified volume, but they haven't quite reached the 4,000 in qualified volume right now. So think about, I mean, we're 3 weeks in. All right, we're 3 weeks in. We have 15 that are already qualified. We have 39 that are close to being qualified. Folks, we still have, and yeah, are you ready to go? I always love that. We still have some time. You have almost 60 days, all right, because here, August 1st is when you need to qualify by. Now, what is that going to get you? See, Mr. LaPlume was nice enough to send me the cheat sheet on this, so I can have that information for you. We're going to be leaving from Miami, all right, so we're looking, the cruise is going to be September 25th through the 29th, all right, September 25th through the 29th on Royal Caribbean's Enchantment of the Seas. So that's the ship that we'll be on. We'll be leaving Miami. We'll be going to Nassau's Coco Cay, which is actually Royal Caribbean's private island. So that's pretty exciting. Then we're going to buzz down to beautiful Key West. If you haven't been to Key West yet, really, really cool. Actually, the southernmost point of the continental United States. So you get to chill out in beautiful Key West for a little bit. And then we'll be returning. And then from there, all right, that goes Monday through Friday. And then from there, we'll be going directly to our event, all right, which begins on Friday night. We have a VIP party, VIP gathering Friday night, and we'll have the event on Saturday and Sunday. So you guys have all those details. I know as soon as we started talking about it, we've gotten a lot of you saying, you know, can I get tickets? How many is it going to hold? I am going to tell you right now, it is going to be limited seating for this first event. We will put the tickets out. We'll let everybody know where it's going to be, how many folks are going to be able to attend. We'll get that information out as soon as we can. It obviously will be in the Miami area, and that information will be forthcoming probably, don't quote me on this, it'll probably be this week. Those of you, depending on when you are watching this, that information may be out already. So I'm not telling you it's not out already if you're watching this on a replay. So if you're watching it live, the information's coming out shortly. If you're watching on a replay, just check, because that information could already be out. So you've heard some of the different things, many different things today. And I'm going to bring our president back in here to close this out with some of the vision that we have for the future. Folks, one of the things that, you know, it brings me, you know, shout out to our Canadian partners up north, and it always brings me back to, you know, the quotes by Wayne Gretzky talking about the fact that, you know, people always ask them, why are you so good? How do you always know what's going to happen, and you see so much on the ice and what's going to happen? He said, because, you know, the people who are really, really good, they tend to skate to the puck. You know, they follow it, they skate to it. He goes, I go to where it's going to be. Folks, that's a big statement when you think about it. You see, if you have the vision to understand where the technology is going to be, all right, and you have the vision to understand where we can take this, there's a lot that still is to come. And with that, what I'd like to do is bring Mr. Don LaPlume back in. And Don, why don't you share with the folks the best is yet to come, and some of your amazing vision and our amazing vision of where we're headed.
Well, thank you, Kevin, and that was excellent. Congratulations to all of the people who have already qualified for the cruise, for that 39 people that are on the verge of qualifying for the cruise, and just really for everybody in all of your efforts. Like Kevin said, we're only 3 weeks in, and we got a ways to go. So I know there's going to be a ton of people on that cruise with us, and I can't wait to meet all of you. First of all, I just want to say that because I'm so excited, and I can't wait to hand out those $20,000 checks, and yes, the smaller ones too. But I hope a bunch of people get those $20,000 checks, and I know many of you have already told me I'm going to get that. I'm going to earn it, and I believe you. So I can't wait to pay it out. All right, so we're ready. That's what I can tell you. So let's talk about the vision. You know, when we started this company, Kevin, Don, myself, we've been with other companies over the years, and you know, we've seen a lot in this industry. We've all been in network marketing as professionals for over 20 years each. And so we've seen good, we've seen bad, we've seen challenges, we've seen great stuff. But when we looked at what we wanted to create, we wanted to create a company that was, we didn't know how we were going to do it. Mind you, please understand that when we first said we're going to do this, we didn't know how we were going to do it yet. But we wanted to create a company that would truly be a beacon in the industry. That was a term, I think Don Smith mentioned that term first. We had no idea about beacons, all right? Just saying. It's just kind of funny how things come about. But we wanted to be a company that helped even more people become successful. We wanted to have higher percentages of people becoming successful. And you know, as we developed our vision, it was really, we wanted the network marketing profession itself, because it is such a great profession. I mean, think about it. How many, you know, there's so many people out there in the world that need a helping hand. They need a way up. They don't know how to get out of the rat race, right? And all of those people are looking for something. But many of them, they'll look at, well, if I start a company, a traditional company, what happens? Well, most traditional companies don't quite make it, right? They have challenges, especially if you don't have the education, if you don't have the knowledge of what you need to do, if you don't have the capital behind you, because a traditional company is very capital intensive to begin. I've done several, and I know this, and many of you have. You look at franchising. Franchising has been incredibly successful because you've got a true system that people can build off of and follow. And if they follow that system, they can be successful. And 9 out of 10 people who purchase a franchise and build out a franchise become successful. That's 90%, folks. That's a great track record. In network marketing, the percentage is nowhere near that. It's actually closer to 1 out of 10 get that initial investment back. That's in the industry. That's about to change. We set out to change that. All right, and again, we didn't know how we were going to do it, but that's what the vision was. We want to create a company that was going to outlive all of us, completely outlive every single one of us that's on the face of the earth right now. All right, unless somebody figures out immortality, we're going to do that. If they figure out immortality, I don't know what to say, right? But we wanted a company that would outlive all of us. We wanted to create a company that would be that beacon. We wanted to create a company that would help people to truly be successful, where people couldn't get hurt. And that's really what we've created. The cost of entry at Asirvia is very low. You all know that. It's $25 a month for the management and training system, and that's it. You're just basically back office, and then you can start to promote. You can start to build, and even our units, the Go units, these things start out at $25 a month. So a very low threshold to become profitable. Our goal isn't just for you to be profitable, though. We want you to be incredibly successful, and so we're creating more systems. We're creating tools. You're going to find that very shortly you're going to be able to order brochures and posters and all sorts of different tools that will help your businesses that you talk to, the realtors, the life insurance agents, and all of those people out there to be successful with us. That'll help all other network marketers to become successful. And Kevin said it. Kevin reached on this. I really want to emphasize this point. Our goal is to lift the industry, to help lift, because I'll tell you what, we all just came back from Dallas. A bunch of us came back from Dallas. We're at the Association of Network Marketing Professionals, which, if you don't know about that organization, but you're in network marketing, you need to become part of it. You need to be a member, because it's all about uplifting. It has nothing to do with Asirvia. It has to do with the profession of network marketing, and it's all about uplifting it, making the image of network marketing what it should be. You know, when franchising first came out, it was almost frowned upon. It was under legal scrutiny and everything else. And now franchising is just soaring, doing fantastic. Well, Same thing happened with network marketing because it was different. But now we're getting to the point where we're crossing that point. We've passed that tipping point, and now more and more and more people are embracing network marketing. So now what do? We want to make them successful. We want to, I shouldn't say make, we want to help them to be successful because we can't make anybody do anything, right? So we're going to give them tools. I want you to understand this, please. When you're out there recruiting, when you're out there talking with people, don't try and switch them from their company. All right, we're not trying to take anybody from anyone. All right, the network marketing profession should grow organically. We should grow with the people out of the industry. If somebody's in the industry, in this profession, and they love their company, great. Let's just help them. All right, that's what we can do with this tool. It's helping everybody. And so we don't ever want to harm another company. We don't want to harm anybody. We want to help. We want to serve. That's what, when you look at the name of Asirvia, what does it mean? Well, it's from a derivative of the Latin word asservio, which is to help, to aid, to serve. And that's what we want to exemplify. That is Asirvia. And so when you're out there, build this business with honor, but build it aggressively. Make things happen because you have something in your hands that other companies don't have. But you know what? They're going to be able to get these, and they're going to be able to get them from us. We do have the network marketing exclusive. You all know that. All right. And if you don't, now you do, because we've got the network marketing exclusive on this. But here's the thing. This is one tool. I've already told you that this is part of a 1-2 punch with our lead to success system on the other side of it. We have other tools and additional technology that's coming in the future. Things that will go on top of this. This is always going to be the lead product as long as it makes sense to be the lead product. But as we add other things, they'll end up in our back office. You'll see them, and they're going to go to you first. You're going to have the first option to take advantage of those tools, okay? To build your business, to build your customers' businesses, in whatever business they are. But those technologies will take us to that next level, and that next level, and that next level. They're going to be simple. They're going to be easy to use, just like this. I mean, this is about as passive as you get. All right, I can't forget it. Miss Laura Harte on the beach the other night, or the other day with her family, and she was just sitting there laying on a towel, holding this, and saying, life is so, work is so tough these days, right? Because it is that passive. Well, while this isn't the only way to recruit and not the only way to build a business, it is a great way to supplement your business, and it's a great way to start a business, okay, for people in this profession. But the things that we'll come out with in the future that we're already working on, all right, these things are months in the future, so don't expect them today. But as they come out, you can be like, oh my golly, I can't believe it. And I know what these things are, so I'm telling you, you're going to love it. But I'm going to tease you a little bit, because all I want you to know right now is that those things are coming in the future, but you don't want to wait. You want to build. You want to rock this, because here's what's going to happen. When you have a huge business in Asirvia, or people have built their business with Asirvia, now when the next tool comes out, it's not going to replace this. It's going to sit on top of this. So people will still have this, but then they're going to have that next tool, which is going to take their business to the next level. And guess what it does for your income? Yes, your income goes to that next level. So if you can see that vision, it's all about helping others, truly helping others, not taking them away from somewhere, but helping them where they are. All right, and adding more and more tools to help everybody be successful. In the end, and I don't care if this takes us a generation, folks, I want the network marketing profession, we want the network marketing profession to have the same success rate that franchising is enjoying today. So when you have people that come in and they join you on your team here or wherever they join, that they have a really solid chance of being successful, taking care of their families, and reaching the goals and dreams that they all have and that they all want to have. That's what this is about. So I hope you understand where we are. We know we've got a lot of things to work on. We're going to keep working through these. We're so glad you're with us and that you're part of the Asirvia family. And I'll tell you, I can't wait to meet all of you, and I can't wait to meet all of you on that cruise. So far we've already booked 100 cabins. Now each cabin holds 2 people, right? We booked 100 cabins. Make us book more, okay? Please. We want to, because we want you to be there with us. And this won't be the last cruise. This is just the first. So the best is, without a doubt, yet to come. And all I can say is, let's go, folks. Let's go, and let's make it happen together as a family. So with that, this webinar is officially over. And we thank you for being here. We thank you for sharing. And hey, Mr. Marino just came back in.
Let's go.
There we go.
It's time to go.
Time to go.
Have a great day, everybody.
Take care,
Looking
all.
forward to meeting you when we're out on the road. Take care.
Indeed. Take care, all.